Y'all, what's up, my little tattletales? Woo! The end of days is upon us. Yo, Azealia Banks just came for Beyonce because Beyonce had the nerve to say some nice things and credit her. Now, listen, I have the full audio of the rant she went into, and I got some thoughts. But before we get into that, I got to give y'all the background. It's pretty quick. I'll make it quick. Beyonce did an interview on her new album Renaissance, and she basically said, yo, like before I made the album, me and my songwriters, producers and whatnot, we listened to the greats of house. She listed a bunch of people, and she listed Azealia Banks. She said early Azealia Banks. Azealia Banks then woke up from whatever stupor she was and literally told her fans to stop making Azealia Banks Beyonce mashups, and basically saying that Beyonce is a culture vulture of her own culture and she's the voice of a generation, and she bought Beyonce does Oshun cosplay, and she's just so mad that she's the one not okay. Listen, fine, I'll catch y'all up on this later. Let's get into her actual verbal, shall we? Let's go.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this is really fucking creepy. Like, Beyonce has been trying to write me out of my own narrative for, like, years at this point. Like, this is so fucking weird. So, early Azealia Banks records. Okay, so what are you trying to do? Are you trying to encapsulate my music in time and say, like, like it's vintage or something, as if I'm not, as if my last three releases have not whipped your ass? Like, are you kidding? As if I'm not showing like major versatility and all of that. Like,
all right, pause real quick. Azealia Banks is delusional. Listen, she's a talented, beautiful woman, one of the best musicians of our generation. However, Azealia, house music existed before you, and it will exist after you. Don't get me wrong, you had a few hits, more than a few, right? But Azealia, you are not the heart and soul of house music. So, but I digress. Continue.
you want me to not be Yamaya so fucking badly. Like, you want it to be Solange. You want it to be like Chloe Bailey. Like, you do a Little Mermaid movie and you don't include Azealia Banks. Like, oh my fucking God. You're a joke. And
okay, if I could just interject one more time. What the hell is she talking about? What is she talking about? Listen, Azealia Banks was obviously high out of her mind when she made this. You know how I know? Because every single time she's high out of her mind, her fake Dominican accent disappears, and all of a sudden she starts talking like her name is Thurston Howe the Third, and she is a trust fund baby. Listen to her. Think about it. Y'all dragged me for saying she had a fake Dominican accent. Y'all were like, no, that's just the way we talk in New York. And I'm like, I know, but Azealia does not naturally talk like that. She has left the fake Dominican accent. Somebody woke her up dragged her out of the crack house she was in and played Beyonce's song Break My Soul. And she literally said in her crackhead stupor, how dare she? How dare she? Yo, I would say that she is going to be embarrassed as hell when she wakes up and hears this Instagram rant. But you know what? I thought about it and I was like, no, you cooked a cat. You literally cooked a cat, made stew out of it. You cooked a cat, then took her bones and carried it around your neck in a velvet pouch to all the radio stations and your interviews. So no, she's not going to be embarrassed. But I can say for an Azealia drag, I don't know, I feel like she's phoning it in, right? I'm sure when she sobers up, it'll come better. But it seems like she's phoning this in. But
now, in addition, you're like trying to like just with whatever, like you're so sneaky. You're trying to erase my contributions to like house music, dance music, electronic music, and all of that, and like make it as if I'm like make it as if I'm like fucking who, God knows who. God knows fucking who. Like, just encapsulate in time. Like, you're a fucking creep. You're a fucking creep, Beyonce.
What type of foolery is this? You're an effing creep. Somebody literally shout you out in magazines and say, yeah, you're a big influence and I really like your music and you influence me a lot. And your response is, you're a creep. You weirdo. You're a creep. Yo, Azealia, in my opinion, is high out of her mind right now. This explains why this rant is like 2 or 3 days old. I'm telling y'all, somebody woke her up out of her stupor and played this song, and now she's arisen. And the thing is, she hasn't completely sobered up because, like I said, for an Azealia drag, she is really phoning this in. But who says that? You're a creep. You're a creep because someone said, no, I really like you as an artist and respect your music, and you were a big influence. And you're calling them a creep like they're a stalker? Y'all, listen, let's get back to this. Oh, yeah, really quick, you guys. Don't forget, I have my members only live at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. Don't miss it. I'll see you guys there. Okay, let's get back to this.
You're a fucking creep. And you like watch everything I do. Like, whatever. We gave you your props for Black is King because, like, okay, whatever, like, she's doing her, like, Oshun cosplay or whatever, blah, 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 but, like, no. Just the levels of just thirst, you know? Like, yeah, you want to write me out of my own narrative and then, like,
let me just
try
shut
and
up
own that
and let her
narrative
continue.
and be that,
Okay.
like, revolutionary, like Black feminist rebel who, like, who's into ATRs and like dance music and like all this other lame. Like, please, you're never going to write me out of anything that I create for myself. I don't care how many fucking like budgets gives you to fucking like mood board shit from Instagram and make some like hodgepodge like ode to Orisha. Like, you want to do a Little Mermaid movie and not include Azealia Banks on the soundtrack. Whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Like, come on. Like, come fucking on. It's so obvious at this point. Like, early Azealia Banks records as if I'm like Ronnie Spector or something. Like, no, you're the vintage hoe. Like, you're the vintage hoe. Are you kidding? You are the vintage puss. Please. No, that wig on the cover. Like, you're never gonna be cutting edge. Never. Like, I know Solange just got Kalela locked in the basement somewhere, like, trying to, like, maybe force you a little bit of, like, you know, swagger or whatever, but, like, you girls will just never be cutting edge because the cutting edge girls, like, don't work for free, and we all think you're kind of fucking lame. Like, you guys are lame and, like, jealous and just, like, what in the fucking family matters? Like, what in the family matters intro lyrics is this fucking break my soul shit? Like, damn, like, yo, like, fuck, like, damn, you must have, like, run everyone away, like, you couldn't get anyone to write a fucking decent song for you? No one. Absolutely, like, there was no one on the planet. That says a lot. That says a lot. A fucking lot. And then I have to, like, think about it again. It's like, okay, so wait. You try to add an entire song to, like, a classic musical. And try to add Listen to Dreamgirls. And really sing your heart out. And fucking still lost the Oscar for it. Jeez Louise. Like, oh my God. You are a fucking psychopath, sis. You are out of your fucking mind. You're fucking crazy. Woo. Listen was cute, though. You should have just kept that for your album.
Y'all, Azealia Banks is out of her mind. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. You think she had some points? I don't. But I mean, she did, but no, they all fell flat. Girl, the thing is, I feel like Beyonce was opening things up for you guys to work on a collab or maybe a remix, and you just made sure. Woo! Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.